Welcome to Legends of Raspia, the comedy fiction, fantasy, real play, role-playing podcast with its own unique game, which is designed for anyone to pick up and play without need of dozens of online resources and hours of studying. So, pull up a chair, let down your hair, spend a few talks with the old bard fox. Last week, our heroes fucked around in the boiling mound. Let's see what happens in the find-out stage here on Legends of Raspia.
Let's go ahead and take ourselves a perception test as we go to the world stir.
That's a 2.
That's a 10.
17.
So a bit of a wind begins to kick up outside, kind of howls at the mouth of the cave, but you guys have another open table.
I'm going to try yet again to go find something to kill that is not a human, I suppose, or a Raspian or whatever.
So, Feaubear, why don't you give me an E-core? Xanthe, you're going to give me a perception. And Sir Mimsee, do you have anything you'd like to be doing right now?
I would like to sit around the fire and maintain the fire while trying to be as personable as possible.
Very well, let's do an influence as you, just try to be the most charming fire tender you can be.
Only happened once.
Oh my eco, I got another natural 20.
Holy Bazawa. Hey, what were you were trying to mix something?
Yeah, you told me to roll an e-core.
Well, it's funny that you were trying to mix a something, Feaubear, because you've mixed up a Feaubear.
Ha-ha, self-titled creation.
That's right. You were able to somehow crack that mixologist's algorithmic code. You mixed just exactly the right amount of just exactly the right ingredients, and suddenly you've got yourself a world-changing drink on your hands. Go ahead and write that in your inventory that you have the recipe to your signature cocktail, the Feaubear.
So there's a bit of cactus juice, just, spiced rum, of course, and just the faintest hint of rope.
A little, just like shavings in there.
A bit of rope.
That was a good use of my rope. I'm proud of that.
Thank you. I feel like it adds a woodsy, sort of earthen hay element to it, so.
Yeah, I think I might actually have what I assume will be fur balls, but it's actually rope balls later. It's gonna be really gross, but it's worth it for how delicious this drink is. I rolled a 19 for my perception of things that I can shoot.
Well, technically, if you shoot anything, I mean, if you're going, but factually, there are, really nothing more than just your average desert crabs.
Oh, fantastic. All right, I'm going to start shooting desert crabs.
All righty, go ahead and do a dexterity to fire off this firearm in this cavern.
You guys should not cover your ears for my entertainment. So I got, I'm going to use, just for fun, grew up shooting to gain plus 12 dexterity, which gives me 32 altogether. 33.
All right, real quick, let's do a brawn test to see if you guys are able to withstand that high decibel level. This is going to be from all of you. See if you're able to withstand the decibel level of the gunshot going off inside that cave.
12. 14 for Sir Mimsee.
I got a nat 20.
Of course.
I do this a lot.
So Xanthe, as this is not the first time that she has shot a desert crab inside a cave full of banditos, let me tell you. Miraculously, she gets 2 bits out of it. Mimsee, though the sound of the pistol firing is a lot, it is you've seen some hardened battle before, so you are unshook as 'twere. Feaubear, you're rattled, man. You're rattled. I got a 13. You're rattled, bro.
What the fuck was that?
You can't even hear yourself asking these questions. As some of the banditos react as you are, some of them react as Xanthe, which is with a mild chuckle.
Hey guys.
What the equal
Good
11
shot
fuck was
there.
fucking that? Why are you shooting in the fucking cave? It's a
Why is
fucking
he
closed
yelling?
ass space.
What?
That's what I'm saying.
So Mimsee holds his hand out and up and just like slowly like flattens it out and lowers it down. We can hear you, sir.
You can't hear anything I'm saying. No one can hear anything. We're in the fucking cave.
I'm gonna throw a smoke bomb down, just for effect.
Dexterity tests at hazard as Feaubear is just like,
19.
19, is it?
Are we all rolling?
Well, here's the thing. I totally remember what I called.
I got a nat 20!
I think you were just calling for a Zen hazard.
I know, but I felt good.
Bingo. Miraculously, Mimsee is not affected by the smoke from a smoke bomb. Doesn't make
full eye contact.
Right through it. Miraculously, he's pretty good about it. Go ahead and write that in your notes, Mimsee, that you are unaffected by smoke bomb. You guys noticed miraculously. You've actually had to deal with this before, Sir Mimsee, so you recognize the blue glow coming from the bullet hole that had cracked the stone of the cave. It is catching the light of some of the bonfires, and you recognize it as the glow of Tulanite, that stone which is known to be out in the arid knots. There are veins running out there. It has been used previously to grant mutations to certain loved ones of certain family members. I don't have two heads, you have two heads.
I'm gonna shoot another hole in the wall to try and break it.
Dexterity.
Yeehaw! I got a nat 20, bitches. Excuse me, I got a nat 20.
Bitches. Sheriff Xanthe, you shoot exactly the same place, and miraculously, it chisels you out a Tulanite 20-sided dice that has 20 written on all sides.
Love it. I am gonna just put this in my hat.
Alrighty, so you pick it up, you put it in your hat, and we do a mutation roll. Go ahead and roll a result test for me there, Zanny.
I got a 15.
Very, very cool. Now give me one more result test.
I got a 12.
You were holding your pistol with your right hand. You reach down with your left hand to grab your little all 20 Tulanite die, and your hand, though you still do have 5 digits, breaks into kind of a tentacle-y form, so the bones therein cannot be smashed, and you get little suction cups growing on the insides of your fingers and palms. This will allow you, if you use an action to latch on, you can go ahead and put suction cup in your, this is gonna be in your skills. You can latch those suction cups on, and you will have 20 advantage to hanging tests in essence. Holding on, whatever you're trying to hold on to, your suction cups will give you 20 raw.
When I slap people, it is gonna get so weird.
There are going to be bruises in all kinds of little dot shapes. So
They're not gonna be able to get off of my hands to their face. Continue.
So for Sir Mimsee, you kind of see him. He hasn't quite encountered this before, and you see him just entranced by this light that is shining through, and he kind of just like instinctually like walks towards it in the sense, and reaches out his hand to touch this stone.
very handsome. As you do so, let's do a 1 result test.
It is clearly facing up a 15 towards me.
So let's go ahead and do 1 more result test there, Mimsee.
It's a 5.
Alrighty. So your right hand begins to tingle strangely. As you look down at your right hand, you see that it is not there. You have chameleon skin on your right arm. So you can, if you're standing somewhere and you are using just your right arm, you have plus 20 agility to sneak tests.
Or like, hey, look over there, points with left arm, and punches him in the face with my right arm.
Yup. And that, if you were trying to do a hidden attack, would give you plus 20 to that. So, Feaubear, you with the only actions remaining at the table, what do you do to close out our beautiful little episode today?
Oh, I have no intention whatsoever of becoming mutated. That sounds wacky and rife for trouble. There have been some pretty good mutations so far, and I'm not willing to roll those dice either literally nor figuratively. However, I would like to ask, Fum, how do you feel about getting a little mutated? I don't want to make any decisions for you, of course, but
So, first off, Feaubear, let's do a result test to see how Fum feels, because Lord knows it's not up to me.
7.
You're fucking right. I want some of that right there. If I can get weird, I want to be a little animal, big boy.
By all means, Fum. Soak it all up, I suppose. Go for it.
Let's all do a result test to see what Fum's results are in this test.
19.
19.
4.
If ever Fum needs to toss one of you, his fucking gorilla arms are going to help. So anytime Fum is using the toss function, he gains plus 20 brawn.
Fum, you and I are gonna be the best tag team ever. I got this suction cup hand now. You can just throw me at stuff. It's gonna be great.
I've got these big arms, but they're really only better than my other arms for throwing people. I love it.
You're a big boy animal.
That will come quite in handy, I think, probably, most likely.
Oh, I don't know. I might work for the secret move.
The secret move!
Fum, throw me at the ceiling.
As hard as you can!
Do it right now.
All right, everyone, gather around. This is going to be hilarious. Am I ready? 1, 2, 3. We will be back next week with another episode of Can I Do It? Rico, can I do it?
You can do it.
Yes! Oh! Legends of Raspia!
Yeah! Legends of Raspia is brought to you by Bard Fox. Olor and the game Legends of Raspia is created and produced by Han Blackheart and Rik Tahee. Sheriff Xanthe Hawthorn, the mutated tentacle-handed pistol wielder, is played by Xanthe Blackheart. You can find her on Instagram at SteamFace95. Sir Mimsee, the former Taurian turned sleight of hand magician, is played by Tim Towne. Check out his Insta at MimicQ, MIMIC_QUE. The now harder of hearing Feaubear Dongodiere is played by Rik Tahee. You can find him on Twitter at Rik Tahee, RIKO, and Instagram at faux.diddly. Story, music, game moderation, and all other characters are played by Han Blackheart. Find him on Instagram and Twitter at Jippofox, and check out his music at jippofox.bandcamp.com. Editing and mixing by Rik Tahee. Artwork by Xanthe Blackheart. Find more Raspian content on Bard Fox's Instagram, SoundCloud, and YouTube channels. Thank you for your Arl patronage. Tune in for next week's arc where Feaubear attempts to plant an inside Mossberian back in Kaltaria. You know how good he is at accomplishing his goals. In the interim, good luck back there on Earth.